In every other school, like Carroll, Providence, they do it twice because they do their prayer first, and then they do their
Now, let's keep the starting lineup for the Bears.
We are here at the Stroud Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Montana Western. Frontier Conference men's basketball, as the Montana Western Bulldogs are hosting the Battle-In Bears of Rocky Mountain College. Bulldogs enter the game with a 4-5 record in the conference, 12-10 overall, and they are led. Rocky comes in with an identical 4-5 record in the conference, 15-7 overall. They were ranked in the top 25 at one time, but they've been on a wee bit of a skid. And they've got some good players that have been around a long time in the Frontier. My favorite of the Bears is Jesse Owens. He's done some great stuff, the 5'9" senior guard from Billings, 12 points a game. Then we move to the Bulldogs of Montana Western, and the Bulldogs have kind of broke out of a little bit of a funk. Starting for the Bulldogs, they're back to their usual. Last time we were here with Northern coming to town, Abby Adedo did not start, but he is starting tonight against the Rocky Mountain Bears. This is an important game for both teams as far as the conference rankings go. I'm Wally Felt along with Mike Miller and our producer-director, Brett Wiebe, and it should be a good ball game. Our officials for tonight are Greg Morstein, the head official, Bo Scott, and Craig Sear. And Mike, what do you think?
Well, the Bulldogs are hoping for a much better performance than they had in Billings back in, in early January, where they got beat 79-68.
Controlling for Rocky, Jesse Owens has the ball for the Battle-In Bears. Well, that game at Rocky, that's when they were kind of in the midst of that little bit of a losing.
Yeah.
Jesse Owens took a
little tumble there from.
Well, I'm just wondering if he had trouble remembering one of his shoes, because he's got one of each color.
He's got another pair just like it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jalen Stepney picks up the foul.
That's 2 fouls on the Bulldogs in less than 30 seconds.
Well, that's going to drive Coach Jensen a little on the wacky side. Jalen Lee got away with one there.
Well, I think the official thought that maybe there was a little bit of a flop.
And that's a technical, isn't it, if they
Should
get called twice?
And now we're having something.
Got some interplay between Adedo and Jalen Lee. And
technical fouls.
Double technical.
Jalen Lee got stung with a technical.
And that's going to send Stepney to the free throw line. Leading scorer for the Bulldogs, Jalen Stepney, 6'3" senior. And he puts the first points on the board for the Bulldogs.
And I'm just wondering what was said or what was done, because it happened at the far end of the court.
And Stepney gets both free throws. Now, do the Bulldogs retain possession too?
Yep, because they had the ball anyway. So now they put the shot clock back to 30. Nope, back to 28.
Alan Kane brings the ball, setting up the Bulldog offense. Kevin Bethel inside. Oh, right off his toe. Loose ball picked up by Alan Kane picked up the loose ball. Inside, no good. Here come the Bears. Omar Nesbitt to Jesse Owens. Inside basket is good by Carter McCoy. I want you to say that name.
Carter McCoy?
No. The name of his hometown. Oh, Jalen Stepney with 3. That puts the Bulldogs on top by a score of 5-4. Here comes Owens now. Inside to Lee.
Chehalis.
Oh, and Adedo is called for the foul. I thought he got mainly ball. Say that again.
Chehalis.
Gesundheit.
You remember the terrible Mount St. Helens and the death of Harry R. Truman? Truman once had a business in Chehalis, Washington.
Harry Truman, the president?
No, the guy at Mount St. Helens that had the lodge there that died in Mount St. Helens.
Okay. So Lee gets the first free throw and misses a second one. Adedo with the falling out of bounds rebound for the Bulldogs. Our game knotted up at 5.
Who shot that free throw?
Lee.
Boy, there's a lot of fouling going on here.
Well, 3 for the Bulldogs, 2 for the Bears, and we've played 2 minutes of basketball. This could be one of those long games. Alan Kane at the free throw line. Another miss.
Badly missed.
He misses both of them. Kane misses 2 free throws. Bears with the rebound and drive down, no good. Battle underneath. Bulldogs control. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on, and that was a foul.
I think on Jesse Owens.
I tell you, at the other end, Royce Robinson, from Lewistown, he was very free with his elbow. Kane back at the free throw line. And he gets the first of this one. And that's going to give the Bulldogs a 6-5 lead. Second one was no good, so Kane, usually a pretty good free throw shooter, misses one or makes 1 out of 4 attempts. From the wing, shot is up and no good. Kane with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs lead 6-5, 17:20 left to play in the first half. Both teams at 4 and 5 in the Frontier. A Dado shot rolls around and falls out. Owens with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Nice pass inside to McCoy for the easy layup. And McCoy gives the Battling Bears a 1-point lead, 7-6. Shot is up and good, and the Bulldogs back on front as Adado scores. It's 8-7. Oh, nice move underneath by Robinson. And the Bears regain the lead. It's 9-8. Kyle Grueller, who has yet to score for Montana Western, takes a drive, working his way inside. Little floater in and out, no good. Rebound to the Bears. All the way down is McCoy, and it's taken away right out of his hands by Bethel. And Bethel is fouled. He kind of hung a little bit and drew the foul. Jalen Lee with the foul. That's his second personal foul. And it looks like Colton Spencer is going to come in. Kevin Bethel, the senior from Los Angeles, California. Ties the game up with his first free throw. Massive substitutions coming in. I'm glad I'm not running the clock. Some from both sides. Bethel will get the second free throw. Gets them both. 10-9 Bulldogs. Owen sets up the Rocky offense, drives in against Grueller, no good, but getting the rebound and putback was Carter McCoy. He rose high above everybody for that one. 11-10 Rocky, 15:30 left to play. Inside wide open is Bethel. Nice pass from Jacob Ankeny, and the Bulldogs back out in front, 12-11. Robinson works his way in, puts the shot up, and this one falls.
We have a player on the court, number 34. He is not on our roster.
Oh, from the wing is Kane, and Drykosen wants a timeout. And our score, Montana Western 15, Rocky Mountain College 13. Back with more men's basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium. Bulldogs on top, 15-13. A little full court pressure put on the Bears by the Bulldogs.
That number 34 is Jacob Bilodeau out of Kennewick, Washington.
We had two rosters. We had a travel roster. We had a regular roster.
They called that foul on Coulter Merritt.
Well, he just checked in.
Yep.
Got into trouble already.
Coulter has a habit of making things happen.
Oh, nice three from the wing by Jesse Owens. And the Bears on top. And, you know, we've had our first two three-point baskets. Jacob Ankeny, offensive rebound twice, didn't get it. Battle for it, tipping it up. Battle. Finally, Rocky controls. And at the other end, shot is up and no good. Whoa.
Looks like Billy Carlson is in for the Bulldogs.
Bilodeau making things happen. And they're going to say Jacob Ankeny committed the foul. Do these guys get paid by the hour? Are they trying to stretch the game out as long as they can? So Owens will put the ball in play, but we've got another timeout. Timeout on the court. Our score, Rocky 16, Western 15. Back with more Frontier Conference men's basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium. 13:59 left to play in the first half. 16 for Rocky, 15 for the Bulldogs. Both teams are 4-5 in the Frontier Conference. And these games become more and more important for the seeding for the upcoming conference tournament, once again being held in Great Falls. Jacob Ankeny with the defensive rebound. Carlson quickly down court to Bethel. Now the Bulldogs slow it down a little bit. Stepney signals the play.
Carlson in the deep corner. Merritt in the deep corner.
Tripping foul is, or no?
Nope.
You know, when I talked to Coach Steve Keller at halftime, I asked him about the difference in his philosophy between from he was in high school to college to now the pros. And he said he's been running the same offense since the same game since 1978. And he said it works if everybody executes.
Yep, he was the head coach at Opheim, won 3 state championships with the Lady Vikings before he moved to Helena, where he won 3 more state championships with at Helena High, I think. So he is a very, very successful, very knowledgeable coach, and of course, a good friend.
Ankeny puts the shot up and in, and the Bulldogs back out in front, 17-16. most of the points have come from the inside, as that one right there from McCoy. We have had a couple of threes, but most of the offense from both teams has been on the inside.
Yeah, McCoy has 8 points already.
Merritt thinks about a three. Now he's going to go inside, puts a move up, doesn't get it. Rebound to the Bears. Fall away jumper is good by Spencer. And the Bears open up a little 3-point lead, 20-17. Oh, beauty of a pass from Ankeny to Kane inside, and it's 20-19. Bears by 1. Clock violation again? Or, I mean, something wrong with the clock, or what?
I don't know. He's talking to the...
Who's he? He's talking...
Oh, it can't go to 30 seconds. Yeah.
There we go. Spencer, didn't you say you had some connections with somebody from Western who was at Palmer, Alaska?
Yeah, I think Norm Burchard was up there. And we believe, I'm thinking Brendan McMahon was a teacher and coach and administrator.
I think that's where Corey Creighton came from, too.
Yeah. And McMahon's son is playing for Montana State.
McMahon on those good Kevin Inglet, John Sullivan teams. Jesse Owens at the free throw line. Nothing but net. Owens an 88% free throw shooter, and he just demonstrated why, although he forgot which shoe to wear. I bet you that's superstition.
Yeah. And what's going on here now?
I'm not sure. Gets them both. And the Rocky lead is 22-19.
Rocky has done a great job on Kyle Grueller.
And Grueller takes his first shot. No good. Carlson with the offensive board. Inside. Merritt went up for the shot, and he's going to be called for a foul, and the ball is still up there.
No, that foul was on McCoy.
Okay.
His first.
Did you see the foul?
Yeah.
Okay. The way Billy Drykosen, I mean, he's a tall dude anyway, and he was way up in the air on that one.
He is demonstrative when when he's coaching.
Merritt misses the first one. Free throw shooting, gonna get you in the end run. Gets the second one, so the Bulldogs are now 6 of 10 from the free throw line and trail 22-20. Stolen away by the Bulldogs and stuffed at the other end by Merritt. And they're going to call a technical foul.
And that is a mistake.
Because there was a player underneath.
That's right. He can hang on to the rim momentarily if there's a chance that he might get floored. So that is a mistake. No. Oh, that would, yeah. And Coach Jensen is very rightly giving the official the...
Well, our director just said something about the pull-up part.
Oh.
regardless, this will send Jesse Owens. Well, no, there's no shot.
Yeah. Did the free throw. Owens picked that up.
And now they get the ball. It's 23-22. Shot up and no good. Lee back in the lineup, gets the rebound, passes it out to Owens, puts up the shot, no good. Carlson with the Bulldog rebound. Here comes Grueller. Grueller stops, pops, and misses a three. But Adato with the rebound, and Lee takes it out of his hand, and we're running and gunning. Jesse Owen all the way down. And Grueller comes, Grueller and Adato both had the steal, and Adato won. And now we're calmed down again.
Yes.
Boy, we had some helter-skelter for a second there, but it slowed down just a little bit. Kane puts the shot up, no good. Lee with the rebound for the Bears. Here comes Spencer. Spencer to Owens. Owens to Lee. He's going to take a drive inward and took about 9 steps and did not get called for the walk. Woo! Oh, and with the three was Nesbitt. But boy, I tell you.
Oh.
Kane comes up with the ball. Oh!
Now there's an injury. There's an injury there.
Well, there's also a timeout. And we'll be back and talk about the chaos underneath the Bulldog basket. And we'll do it after this on the Bulldog Sports Network. We are back at the Stroud Gymnasium. We played, seems like we played a lot longer than 9 minutes, or I guess 11 minutes. It's 9 minutes left in the first half. Rocky on top by 2.
It is incredibly physical.
And Owens with another 3 for the Bears. 29-24, Rocky. 8:40 left to play first half. And Robinson called for the foul. He was doing a lot more pushing against Grueller.
Yeah, doing a little holding there.
6 team fouls on both teams. McCoy comes back into the lineup. I didn't see who's going to check out, who checked out. I guess it is Robinson is going to check out, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Rocky's got 5 players.
Coach Drykozian over at the scorer's table.
He's like me, has to take his glasses off to read stuff.
He's not to interfere with the scorer. It's an official of the court. Oh. Kyle Grueller has been shut out here for the first 12 minutes.
And does he have any points at
Nope.
all?
Nope. He's only shot twice, I think.
Bears on the attack with a 5-point lead, 29-24. Owens puts up another three. This one off, no good. And out of bounds. Spencer falls right into the Bulldog bench, right into the lap of Quincy Taylor.
Oh, we don't want Quincy getting involved in any action.
We need him to get healthy for next year. Stepney puts up the three and hits it. Jalen Stepney in the books with another three, and it's 29-27 Rocky. Stepney 2 of 2 from three. Spencer put the shot up with the rebound, Grueller. And Kane brings the ball down for the Bulldogs. Grueller had a thought about shooting it, so did Kane. Kane drives in, little shot from inside the free throw line is no good, but Stepney tracks down the loose ball, passes to Adato, and Adato ties it up at 29. 7:05 left in the half. This is more of a 15-round title bout than it is a basketball game.
Grueller with a good effort to save the ball.
He needed to put a little more English on it. Berkeley in for the very first time.
We have an immediate timeout?
I guess so. And we have a long horn, whatever we have. Well, our score, Montana Western 29, Rocky Mountain College 29. We'll be back with more Frontier Conference men's basketball on the Bulldog Sports Network. We are back at the Stroud Gymnasium. You got your breath back, Mike?
Yes, a little bit.
It's been organized chaos.
I see Kevin and Roxanne Inglet in the crowd. Of course, he's a professor here, and she is the executive director of the foundation. And their son just committed to play here at basketball here at Western next year.
I knew he was making a decision, and Roxanne kind of told me where he was leaning to, but we'll follow into. I told Kevin the other day when I was at a Beaver game, I think he's got a better shot than you do.
Go shot clock. The shot clocks are not. Oh.
What's going on?
That shot clock went to 0. That one went to 1. They're shooting in that one. The kids are looking at the clock, and it still had 1 second on the shot clock.
Well, whatever it is, it's got the dog pound interested.
I think Coach is right.
I do too, because it did say 0 and 1. That one said 1, that one's. You know, that's the calmest I've ever seen Steve Keller talking to an official.
Yes. Well, he's getting
How can that be that one clock would say 1 and the other one says 0?
Know.
Oh, we mentioned, you said Ryan Norse will be our guest at halftime.
Coach Norris maybe can.
We'll talk football.
And Coach D is just, he will not let it go.
He's going to get.
Coach Keller had to go and.
They are 1 second off.
Oh my God.
Adato inside, lays it up and in, and the Bulldogs back out in front by 1.
And that's really what I believe Abby ought to do. Get the ball in the low post, go to the basket.
Well, you know, I talked to one of our buddies, Dennis Gibson, Basketball Hall of Famer. He follows the Bulldogs. He went down to Arizona, and that was his exact thing that he thought Adato should do. Make him more effective was what you just said.
And Abby reached in there and got his second foul.
And it's also the 7th team foul on the Bulldogs, so to the free throw line will be Jalen Lee from Las Vegas, Nevada, and he's a 74% free throw shooter, and that's why.
Rocky has some great free throw shooters.
Misses the second one, though. You jinxed him on that one.
I did. I apologize.
You should. Steak dinner at the Lions Den afterwards. Berkeley has the ball. Berkeley, Mike says, you know, with the unorthodox three-point form that goes in most times than it doesn't. Kane with the ball, little 15-footer, no good, and with the rebound is McCoy quickly down court. Three-point attempt is good. Whoa, wow. Nice shot. That was Wilson, the senior from Miami Gardens, Florida. Never heard of that town before.
I kind of looked it up. It's in Dade County. It's a suburb of Miami, of course.
Ball taken away from the Bulldogs by McCoy, quickly down court. Bears with a 2-point lead, 33-31. Inside to Lee. He works against Ankeny, and Ankeny's going to draw the foul, and Lee will step back to the free throw line. 4:59 left to play in the first half.
I think the Bulldogs should feel pretty good. Down by just 2, and their leading scorer, leading rebounder, hasn't scored yet today.
In for the Bulldogs, number 23, Kyle Brew.
Well, yeah, you were right. I'm guessing Mr. Keller, Steve Keller, had something to do with the Rocky defense against Grueller. Lee gets them both, and the Bears are on top by 4, 35-31, 4:55 left to play. Ankeny inside with the basket, and it's 35-33 Rocky. 4:40 left in the first half.
Jacob does not fool around. He one dribble, one move, and he goes to the basket.
And with that, his strength has increased in the offseason.
Yes. And of course I credit the haircut.
That's right. You did talk about the haircut. Owens makes it. He had the Hollywood finish on that one. It went all around the world and then dropped through.
He's about an 88% shooter. Not the guy you want to foul at the end of the game.
No.
Neither is Nesbitt.
Makes them both. Bears in front by 3, 36-33. Inside to Ankeny. Ankeny going against Lee, pushing and shoving, looking for position. Ankeny's shot is up and no good. With the rebound is McCoy. Quickly down court come the Bears. leading by 4, 37-33. And Lee went up for the shot, but Ankeny checked it out of bounds.
And Jacob leads the Bulldogs in blocks through the season.
Bad pass from the Bears, and Stepney picks it up for the Bulldogs. Off to Berkeley. Berkeley to Gruler. Gruler stops, pops the three, doesn't fall. And Gruler, the Bulldogs' leading rebounder, second leading scorer, is still scoreless. And Stepney on top.
Well, he jumped up and ended up on the shoulders. And that's Carter McCoy.
McCoy just had a move that he just froze Stepney in the air, and he will go to the free throw line. 75% free throw shooter.
In for the Bulldogs, number 12, Abby Adedo.
A lot of free throws here for Rocky.
As a team, they are 74% from the free throw line, and they just got another one, and they bumped the lead back up to 6, 39-33.
They haven't scored a field goal in quite a while, but they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 free throws.
And Stepney with the 3. He's 3 for 3 from the three-point line, 39-36. Shot up and no good. And Adedo with the Bulldog rebound. And Gruler goes inside, little floater. Kyle Gruler gets his first basket of the night at 3:05 left in the first half. It's 39-38 Rocky.
Oh, he got hit on that elbow.
Oh, Nesbitt with the 3. The junior from Sacramento puts another 3 in the pocket. And it's 42-38. Adedo, nice pass from Bethel, but Adedo's dunk was on the rim instead of the net. And Rocky with the rebound. Oh, another 3 from the other side. That was A.J. Wilson. And it's 45-38. The Battling Bears opening up a 7-point lead. 2:15 left to play in the first half. Gruler drives in and dunks it. Kyle Gruler with the basket. It's 45-40 Rocky, approaching the 2-minute mark of the half.
Great pass.
Another 3 attempt. This one is no good. Gruler with the rebound. Gruler leads the Bulldogs in rebounding. 1:50 left to play. Ball tipped out of bounds. That was McCoy. McCoy, Chehalis, is that how you say it? Chehalis, Washington. WF West High School. I tried to find out what WF stood for, but everywhere you looked, it just said WF West High School. Berkeley puts up the 3, in and out, no good. Who's got the rebound? Rocky. Owens has it now. He takes the drive against Berkeley and lays it up and in. It's 47-40 Rocky, 1:26 left to play in the first half. Oh, Gruler tried to get it inside to Bethel.
I think Stepney was trying to backdoor the defense.
47-40 Rocky. 1:08 left to play in the first half. Owens has it, takes the 3, and little short off the rim. Rebound to the Bulldogs, a minute to play. Oh, Merritt thought he was going to Berkeley, and Berkeley, once again, the old zigging when he should have been zagging. And it's 47-40. Bill Drykosen, 25th year at Rocky. Wow. And he's got a national championship ring in his trophy case.
And a National Coach of the Year award.
Yeah.
And we watched that game right here in Dillon. We were at the Lions Den. We were all Rocky fans.
Just like when the Bulldogs girls were in. Stepney misses the three. Merritt with the rebound. Back to Stepney again. Oh, what a move by Stepney. Lays it up and in and gets the dog pound up and going. And it's 47-42.
Oh.
And that'll do it for one half of basketball. We've got Ryan Norse coming up to talk Bulldog football. And we'll do a little bit of stats too, and we'll do it all after these messages on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Schedule at Montana Western. I take one class for 18 days.
And we have 3 hours a day in that class. 4 classes per semester. Once that class is over, you get to move on to the next.
It makes school a lot easier. You're able to just focus on one subject at a time.
Right now I'm in botany, and we get to do a lot of labs and a couple of field trips. I find it very useful to just focus on one class per block. The block schedule is super helpful, especially for student athletes like myself.
We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium. It's halftime. And on our bench, this is a fancy press box, don't you think, Coach?
Boy, howdy.
Yeah. Coach Ryan Norse sitting at the table. And Jesse was a little mystified. Jesse, one of the statisticians, handed Ryan the stats. So what do you think?
I should be evaluating them.
Yeah. So before we talk football, how often do you scout somebody on the basketball court to come play?
Not as much as we used to, but it is very good to see them play. You know, it shows you really can see their athleticism and speed and that on the court. So, not maybe as much as we used to now with the age of digital video and the flood of video coming in and that. You can actually find them playing basketball. They all got their highlights up, and so I do that a lot with the out-of-state kids, so we can see, a little bit what they look like on the floor too. If we don't know them. Okay. Well, you just completed your. You're never ever completely done with your recruiting class, but let's say your first official recruiting class, you just announced it. Let's talk a little bit about it. Did you get some players you wanted between high school, and do you have some JC kids coming in or maybe transfers? Yeah, we got a handful of transfers that semester. We were excited about getting and had a connection with most of those guys, either from recruiting the first time through. It was a nice group of guys in it semester, and then real good high school grouping. We're for the most part done. We may have a handful of more guys who will potentially take here at the end maybe, but overall just really good athletic group. We hit all the positions we needed, and no complaints. with the recruiting class is, it's kind of funny. You know, it's like Tech and Carroll, they always beat us on social media and their recruiting classes. Well, the class doesn't materialize itself for 2 or 3 years, you know. So it's like if you're putting all your money into futures, you might not have any money in the future. So, but you know, it is.
But that, and then the fact that this building outside the gym is going up, a student wellness center, and stuff like that, it shows the commitment that the school has for its students.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, you know, a chance to read and just basically everybody at Western. That's one of the things that's so great about being here. I appreciate the support we're getting for our program, but just the overall support for everything that students do here is impressive to me, and I'm glad to be a part of that. But, yeah, you know, facilities is the first thing they all look at. So, you know, it's like having keys to doors. You know, if there's 10 doors, you know, you want as many keys as possible, you know, where we used to have 2, 3, or 4 keys, you know, now maybe we got 7 or 8 keys. And that's a distinct difference, especially for the kids out of state when they're looking at things that, especially for more metropolitan areas, you know, they're looking, do we have the facilities first, and then how big's the town, you know, and then sometimes the winning might not matter as much because of what they're looking at, but because of what we've got now and the success we've had and the people in our program, it's increased our footprint dramatically.
So do you ever tell stories of your days walking on Western the first time when the weight room was in the basement?
Oh, yeah,
and that's where you got shoulder pads that had cobwebs on them stuff like that, and how it's evolved in the years from when you walked on the first time until now. I mean, it's like an old colloquialism, night and day.
Yeah, you know, not as much necessarily me, you know, anymore, but more with our players, you know, our current players and some of those guys. And, you know, my staff is pretty young. You know, a lot of guys coming in, they don't have much of an idea what things we're like. So, yeah, it's good. We're down there in that basement, you know, down the dungeon quite often. That's where most our assistant coaches and a lot of our work gets done. So it's still getting put to good use.
Okay. What about coaching? Any changes? I know a guy who caught a lot of passes for you is going to turn in his receiving gloves and pick up a whistle and a clipboard. You do still use clipboards, don't you?
I'm not often. These guys use iPads, but yeah, not as many clipboards going around. But we still use some. Yeah, you know, been a few changes and just bounced a few coaches around, and you know, I'm going to take back over the coordinator of the offense and calling plays. And Coach Wantland's going to work with the defensive backs and coordinate the special teams. And we've got a new wide receiver coach coming in. I think he'll be here on the 17th out of Florida. So yeah, we get a little bit of movement, but not much. But pretty exciting. So. It's always fun to bring in new guys who have a different angle and different experiences. It certainly helps me continue to grow as I get pretty thick into this.
Well, let's wrap this up and talk about a tradition that started a few years ago. Tradition came away from a tragedy, resulted in Engine 18. But then again, you and the Simpkins took it one step further, and now you have a legacy number each year. You made that announcement a couple of weeks ago. Who is number 18 for the upcoming season? So
the cool thing about 18 is the last guy to wear it gets to pick the next guy to wear it, and you know, they choose it basically on the guy that you know, they see, they feel, you know, who's demonstrated really what it means to be a Bulldog and kind of lives those character items, you know, that MJ did, and you know, the hard work, the work ethic, the great team the teammate, and a guy with that attitude to leave it better than you found it. And Pete Gibson, great one, picked Jace Fitzgerald, another Beaverhead County guy. He'll be a senior linebacker next year, and he's actually our second transfer to come in and earn that award and earn that respect from their teammates. And that says a lot about a dude's character when they came from somewhere else and they built themselves into that type of respected player here in such a short period of time. So it's super proud of Jason. Glad he's a dog.
Okay. Well, Coach Ryan Norris, thanks for coming in and visiting with us.
Thank you, Wally.
Congrats on another good recruiting year and stuff like that. Enjoy your time off because in an hour or two you got to start again for the next season.
Yeah, we already started, but hey, this Wednesday, February 12th, we've got a signing class event where we're going to go through our signing class and have a little celebration of finishing that up, and that at Engine 18 building at 6:30 p.m. Wednesday, February 12th. So come and enjoy some time with us if guys get a chance.
Okay. Well, thank you. Ryan Norris, head Bulldog football coach, in at halftime. As we look at halftime, and it's Montana Western trailing the Battling Bears of Rocky 47-42. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with more chat, and we'll do it on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back. And Brett, did you have stats? Why don't you go ahead and put the stats up on the screen right now? The team. Oh, you already did? Okay, never mind. Too much conversation and not enough action. Jalen Stepney set to put the ball in action. Alan Kane will get it. He's styling. He's got to get his jersey ready. Yes, yes.
I don't know, because it's never happened to me.
Jalen interacting with the dog pound. They're still impressed by that last move he made right before the half ended. And we are underway. Bulldogs with the first possession of the second half, trailing by 5, 47-42. Mike, stat-wise, who are the leaders as we begin this second half?
Well, for Rocky, Jesse Owens has 13 points, and Carter McCoy has 10. For the Bulldogs, it's Stepney with 13 points, and the rest of the Bulldogs struggling a little bit.
Well, Nesbitt just from the wing right in front of the water on the Rocky bench just hit a 3. And the Bears with an 8-point lead, 50-42. The Bears have started to pull away with the 3 ball. Like I said, they led the Frontier. Oh, Lee right over the top of Alan Kane. Took advantage of his height for that rebound. Rebound-wise, pretty even.
Ooh, drug his foot.
And traveling is the call. But rebounding pretty even. 24 for Rocky, 22 for the Bulldogs.
Free throws. The game was a 5-point lead for Rocky at halftime, and they shot 85% from the free throw line. They were 11 of 13. The Bulldogs just 6 of 10.
Gruler works his way inside, now comes outside, and Adato's put it up a 3.
Oh.
Almost got it. You don't see him shoot from out there very often.
No.
Shot up and no good by Nesbitt. Adato with the Bulldog rebound. Here comes Western, trailing by 8 with the ball. Bethel. Inside to Gruler. Gruler to Adato. Oh, and Adato lost it. Checked away by Lee. But Adato right back in his hands, and he laid it up and in, and it's a 50-44 Rocky lead. Kane with the steal for the Bulldogs. Oh, and Allen came down hard. Hit his head, I think.
And that foul could be the third one on Robinson, and it is.
And quickly the Montana Western trainers over there. Kane is helped up by Kyle Gruler, and he's going to stay in it. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Stepney comes over to check on him. And Billy Carlson, I think, is going to come in and replace Alan Kane.
Yeah, and Kane's going to go into the locker room. Now he's at least going to the trainer.
Adato, first free throw is good. Second one is good. Nothing but net from Adato. He must have heard you talk about Bulldog free throw shooting.
He has really good form. especially for a big man.
17:25 left to play. Another three outside. This one is no good by Nesbitt, and high for the rebound is Adato. And inside to Gruler. Oh!
Yeah.
Yep. They're going to call goaltending. And all officials, they were quick on it before the...
Yeah, the whistle came a little bit late, but right call.
48-50. Owens inside, back outside. Again, Nesbitt has it. He'll go inside. And who's got it? Robinson with the reverse layup, and it's good. Robinson, a redshirt freshman from Lewistown who transferred to Rocky from MSU Bozeman. Four-point Rocky lead, 52-48. Stepney step back three, no good. Rebound battle for Gruler, grabs it, and he'll go inside, gives it off in the wing to Bethel on the side, no good. Rocky with the rebound, here comes Jesse Owens. And Robinson will take the three, no good. Adato with the rebound for Montana Western. And there's a lot of rebounding, a lot of shooting, but not much in the way of making baskets by either team. Gruler puts up a three, no good. He's got what, how many points?
4 points.
4 points for the entire game. Rocky's done a great job holding him scoreless. Jesse Owens to Robinson inside, and he tries to get cute, and the Bulldogs come away with a steal. Adato all the way down for the layup. It's 52-50 Rocky. Owens will put up the three and hit it. Jesse Owens with three for Rocky Mountain. Owens now with 16 points, sorry about that. 4 of 10 from the field and 3 of 8 from three. Adato all by himself underneath the basket.
8 points in the second half for Abby Adato.
I think Brindley Fitzgerald was talking to her mother-in-law. They were closest Bulldog defenders underneath the basket.
Now we've got,
I think, Adato with a foul.
yeah,
A lot of pushing and shoving underneath the basket.
that will be his third.
Yep. So Alan Kane back in. That's good to see. And Coulter Merritt comes in for the Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs are going very, very short.
Take advantage of quickness, maybe. Oh, Coulter Merritt almost had one. Almost had a block. But he got a slap on the wrist. Well, I should say he slapped the wrist of Jalen Lee, who, as Mike had said earlier, good free throw shooter at 74%.
And you talk about a big man with good form, right there.
Well, remember the good old days of people like Wilt Chamberlain, and I think the only big man in that era was Bill Russell that could actually make free throws on a regular basis. He gets both of them. The Rocky lead back to 5, 57-52. Stepney now to Gruler. Gruler to Carlson. Carlson to Merritt, and a stuff. Nice pass from Billy Carlson. Nice finish from Coulter Merritt, and it's 57-54 Rocky.
Oh, backdoored him.
And nice pass from Owens, who lost a little footing, but still maintained his balance for the pass and assist. And it's 59-54 Rocky. Oh, Alan Carlson with the reverse layup and quick timeout. We'll keep it right here. We learned in the break that Montana Tech pulled off a little bit of an upset on the women's side of things, beating Providence in Great Falls.
Well, we knew when Jeff Graham came to the mining city, he was going to make some great changes. He was going to make some waves, and this might be just the latest of the innovations and the things that he is doing for the Montana Tech Oregoners.
And in the other game, it was Northern at Carroll, and Carroll held off Northern. It was only about a 4-point victory. So once again, we talked Northern last when we were here last in the Stroud. Northern is a very good basketball team, and it was surprising that the only 2 conference wins they have was against the Bulldogs. But one of these days, I think they're going to surprise one of the upper-tiered teams.
Well, the crowd on Thursday night, the Bulldogs, of course, have their cheering section from the Montana National Guard's Challenge Program, and the Dog Pound over here behind me and to my left, they have been pretty vocal. We have a good crowd. I mean, there's not much else going on in Dillon on Thursday.
No Beaver. Usually there's a Beaver game. That's the bad thing about the 2 schools competing.
Yeah. The Beavers, I believe, the girls are going to Frenchtown tomorrow, and I guess the guys will host Frenchtown.
No, they're both at Frenchtown.
Are they both going to Frenchtown?
Yep. This is big for the Lady Beavers.
Yes.
Because they got surprised by Frenchtown here. And I see Lady Beaver coach Josh Keller over there sitting with his big brother Wes.
And his dad.
No, his dad's on the bench.
Well, close.
Yeah.
That's Jalen Lee.
61-56 now, back to a 5-point lead for the Bears. Merritt to Kane.
Ooh.
Kane does a smart thing, gets the ball out. Stepney puts up the 3 and hits it. Jalen Stepney with a 3, and it's a 2-point Rocky lead, 61-59.
Score. That.
So we got a timeout, though.
Yep.
Timeout on the court. It's Rocky Mountain College 63, Montana Western 59. We'll be back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Schedule at Montana Western. I take 1 class for 18 days.
And we have 3 hours a day in that class. 4 classes per semester. Once that class is over, you get to move on to the next.
It makes school a lot easier. You're able to just focus on one subject at a time.
Right now I'm in botany, and we get to do a lot of labs and a couple of field trips. I find it very useful to just focus on 1 class per block. The block schedule is super helpful, especially for student athletes like myself.
We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium. 12 minutes, 45 seconds left to play in our ball game right now. Rocky leading the Bulldogs 63-59. Frontier Conference men's basketball. Both teams 4 and 5 in the Frontier, and Owens completes the old-fashioned three-point play with the free throw, and it's now 64-59 Rocky. Bethel will put up the three and hit it. Kevin Bethel hits the three. He's not known for his shooting, but he makes contributions when they need him. 64-62, Rocky by 2. Spencer from the wing, and he hits the three. So it's back to a 5-point Rocky lead, 67-62.
Did we have a warning to the
Western bench?
Yeah. Oh.
Gary Haverfield's got a big grin on his face.
He's laughing.
And his wife is smiling. If that's a wide grin underneath the basket, or just saying, "What did you say?"
I think Gary and that official are pretty well acquainted.
Yes. Greg Morstein, the head official in tonight's game. Adedo powers his way up for a Bulldog basket, and it's 67-64, 11:35 left to play.
It's 10 points for Abbey here in the second half.
A nice little floater from Carter McCoy. 69-64. The teams are trading baskets. The difference is the Bears have the edge. They've got a 5-point lead. Gruler puts up the three, doesn't hit it. He's been ice cold tonight.
Who'd you call that foul on?
I don't know.
Must have called it on Bethel.
11, yeah. Oh, shot no good by Wilson, but offensive board and put back by Jesse Owens, and it's 71-64.
Jesse Owens has 21 points for the Bears.
Adedo powers his way again through the Rocky defense of Jalen Lee for the basket. 71-66. And Lee on the other end by himself for the stuff. And it's 73-66. Barrett called for a foul away from the ball.
That's four on Coulter Merritt.
And he's going to take a break, and Jackson Berkeley will come back in. Wilson to Spencer. Spencer, nice move, but nice defense by Bethel, who checked the ball right in the hands of Gruler for the Bulldogs. Bethel puts up the three and hits it. Kevin Bethel with the three for the Bulldogs. It's 73-69 Rocky, 9:40 left to play. Lee one-on-one against Adedo. Puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Oh, and
if he blocks out, he gets the rebound. No foul.
Adedo with the foul, and is that four?
That's four on him too.
And Jacob Ankeny has yet to return to the bench.
And Abbey has been the offense for the Bulldogs here in the second half, 12 points.
So Kyle Gruler asked for an explanation why that was a foul, and he obviously agrees. Coulter Merritt getting set to come back in. Jacob Ankeny finally returned to the Bulldog bench. Not sure exactly what happened. Lee missed his first free throw of the evening.
He has 12 points on the night.
Gets the second one, so make that an unlucky 13. 74-69. Is that right?
That's what I'm thinking.
There it is. It just switched.
Just went, yeah.
Maybe the scorekeeper's having more fun watching the game. Who does it? Do they still do an official book?
Yes. Stepney needs these.
Gets the first free throw. It's 74-70 Rocky. 9:11 left to play. Stepney gets the second one. He was fouled shooting the three, so he'll go back. Gets all three, so Stepney 3 at the free throw line, and it's 74-72. Rocky with a 2-point lead.
Bulldogs into that 1-3-1.
Merritt got a little piece of that one. Spencer drives in against Kane, turnaround jumper, no good, and rebound to Gruler. And Bethel will bring the ball down for Montana Western.
And look how fast Berkeley got down the court. Oh.
Merritt with the offensive rebound. Gruler with the three, no good. Nobody, the basket does not want a Kyle Bruler.
Yeah, I guess not.
Ball. Eight minutes left to play. Jesse Owens puts up the shot, hits it. And Bill Drykosen wants a timeout. So with timeout on the court, it is Rocky 76 it should be. Montana Western 72. Back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network. Yeah. We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium. 7 minutes, 52 seconds left in the game. Rocky leading the Bulldogs 76-72. Battling Bears. They have the ball?
Nope.
Bulldogs have it at the other end. And Rocky with a bit of a press, but they back off quickly. Just making it a little interesting getting the ball in play.
Oh, got a hold there against Coulter Merritt.
Oh, nice move by Merritt. Jesse Owens got faked right out of his tenny runners on that one, 76-74. Rocky. Owens to Nesbitt in the corner, misses the three.
We're going to have a push on Coulter Merritt, but I think he pushed Berkeley into the. Yeah.
And that's the 7th team foul on the Bulldogs, so that will send Rocky to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. That's Carter McCoy, the business management major, transferred to Rocky from Lower Columbia College. And here comes Jacob Ankeny.
Here he comes.
McCoy misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and Ankeny with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Bethel will set the Bulldog offense. Under 7 minutes left to play. Rocky with a 2-point lead, and Ankeny fouled as he goes for the basket. Jacob Ankeny to the free throw line for 2. Jalen Lee picks up his 3rd personal, 4th team foul on the Bears. Ankeny misses the free throw.
And for the Bulldogs, number 20, Allen Kane.
He's about a 62% shooter from the free throw line. Should be.
So did you have free throw drills when you were coaching?
Yes.
He got it. He made the second, and so it's 75-76. Rocky with a 1-point lead, 6:40 left to play. Bill Drykosen getting his steps on the Rocky bench.
They're trying to go to Lee short.
And Kyle Gruler with a rebound for the Bulldogs.
You know, the lead changed 14 times in the first half. Rocky has pretty much controlled things here in the second.
Gruler with the layup. Nice move to the basket by the junior. And the Bulldogs on top for the first time. And Bill Drykosen calls timeout.
The Bulldog came from, 7 back?
Actually, they were down by 10 at one time, weren't they?
So they just pecking away at it, one basket at a time.
Well, Coulter Merritt has fouled out. Adedo has 4 fouls for the Bulldogs. Nobody in foul trouble for the Bears, although a couple of players. Jalen Lee has 3, and Robinson has 3. Rebounding, Western has the edge with 33, 12 offensive and 21 defensive. Rocky only 9 offensive rebounds, 22 defensive rebounds. Kyle Gruler has had a slow game offensively, but he has 8 rebounds. Game's not over till it's over, right?
No. And there's nobody warming up to sing. I'm not
No.
I'm not going to even use that term. Kyle Grueller, I believe, has a very sore left elbow. He's got the sleeve on there, trying to keep it warm, protect it a little bit.
And that's one of the joints you don't want to have.
Bulldogs need a stop.
Owens thinks about a three. Now he's looking inside. Comes around. He's going to drive back out. Nesbitt has it now. Nesbitt goes in. Up over Ankeny. Doesn't get it, but Lee with the offensive rebound.
And that's a foul on
Ankeny.
Jacob, I'm sure.
And that'll be his third personal.
He has worked very hard tonight.
There's really no one on the Rocky bench that you would be afraid to put on the free throw line. And that's why. Good form, nothing but net on the free throw. And it's tied at 77. Gets them both. The Battling Bears back in front, 78-77 now. 5:25 left to play. Ankeny to Stepney. Stepney's three attempt, no good. Rebound to McCoy for the Bears. And the Bears a defensive stop. And they can try and add to their 1 point lead.
Jesse Owens with 23 points.
And there they have it. McCoy, and Bulldogs are wondering why he wasn't called. (80-77). Bulldogs trail by 3 with the ball. 4:36 left to play. Alan Kane puts up the three, no good. McCoy with the rebound, and McCoy, or I should say, Alan Kane with the steal. Kane with the steal and basket. And I kind of agree with why. Wasn't a whistle blown. 80-79. Rocky by 1. 4:15 left to play. Inside to Lee. Lee against Ankeny, and Ankeny commits the foul.
That's his fourth.
So we have Adedo and Ankeny with 4. And Jalen Lee back to the free throw line. Lee 9 of 12 from the charity stripe. 9 of 13. Adedo coming back into the lineup.
If I'm Rocky, I'm going right at Abby Adedo when they get the ball back.
He gets the second one, so 1 of 2 that time. (81-79) Rocky. Adedo, nice pass from Bethel. Off to Adedo, and this ball game tied again. 81-81, 3:46 left to play.
Woo! What a shot.
Was that Jesse Owens?
Yes.
Jesse Owens with the basket. The Bears back in front. Alan Kane's step back shot is no good. And they're going to say Adedo committed the foul. And he wasn't close. He was on the other side. Okay.
No, yeah, and the assistant football coach is going to go out and sweep up the floor. So Abby Adedo is out.
So that's 2 Bulldogs who have fouled out.
And I think he had 20 points. 20 points, 9 of 14 from the field. 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
And 9 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal.
Lee and Owens really carrying the offense for Rocky now.
Misses the free throw. He'll get another one. Gets the second one, so 1 of 2 on that trip to the free throw line. It's 84-81 Bears. Bulldogs trailing, 3:20 left to play.
And every possession so very, very important.
Robinson with the foul, tried to steal the ball from Stepney.
And now that's 4 on Robinson.
And that's a timeout. Timeout on the court. 3:17 left to play. Frontier Conference men's basketball. Rocky Mountain leading Montana Western 84-81. Back with more on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Montana Western. Our flexible schedule and focus on learning through experience are just right for your world today. Experience One, where you take one course at a time for 18 days and then move on to your next course, is designed to work for you, whether you plan to come to campus, want to stay close to home, or if you need to earn your degree while working or raising a family. And Montana Western is the most affordable university in Montana. Experience the difference, only at University of Montana Western.
We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium. 84-81 Rocky over Western. 3:17 left to play. Bulldogs with the ball. Rocky's defense has done a good job against Kyle Grueller, but not against Jalen Stepney. Stepney step back jumper from the free throw line. 84-83 Rocky. Owens with the floater, doesn't float into the basket.
Oh!
McCoy, nice rebound, more of a tap to Nesbitt.
That's important. That one's an important one. It'll just go down as an offensive rebound, but it's an important one.
That one wasn't, though.
Nope. Okay.
Jalen Lee, the fastball to McCoy, and it just, did she have her arms up? Because the little blonde Bulldog cheerleader was wide open.
It came pretty close to hitting her.
Another step back from Stepney. This one no good. But Ankeny with the rebound, and guess who just fouled out? Robinson just fouled out for the Bears.
And he had 6 points tonight was all.
That's 3 players who have fouled out. Ankeny, missed the 3. We need the free throws, as the coach says. That's why they have that name, right? Free?
Well, except it is so nerve-wracking. Everybody in the place is looking at you.
He gets 1 out of 2, tied again. 84-84, 2:15 left to play. Interesting suggestions from the dog pound for the Rocky Up players. Nesbitt shot is up and no good, but McCoy had the ball, but guess who took it out of his hands? Jalen Stepney. 1:50 left to play. Stepney inside, and he's fouled by Spencer.
Spencer's very first foul. And certainly saved the bucket.
Well, that'll send Stepney to the free throw line for 1-and-1, as that was the 7th team foul on the Bears. He misses the front end of a 1-and-1. I don't understand that one. The guy came back and stepped on Jalen's foot, and he's called for a foul. Wow.
And, of course, it's 10 fouls for the Bulldogs. So
that will send Nesbitt to the free throw line. Yeah.
94.
Yeah, 94%. Money in the bank. Nesbitt, junior from Sacramento, California, Burbank, and the College of the Sequoias. You wonder about these Southern California kids, if they were impacted by all the wildfires down there.
Oh, we sure hope not.
Nesbitt gets both free throws, and the Bears in front by 2, 86-84, 1:35 left to play. And Spencer called for his second foul.
No, they called it on Lee, his 4th foul.
Oh.
I think he pushed Kyle Grueller.
Grueller at the free throw line. Oh, and he misses the free throw.
That one from all the way over there, both players going for the ball. That's the 4th foul on Stepney.
And that's going to send Jesse Owens to the free throw line for 2. Makes the first one. Can we grade the officials at the end of the game?
No.
He gets them both, and the Bears lead by 4. 88-84, 133 remaining. Words escape me.
Yeah. Well, remember we had 4 fouls within the first 28 seconds of the ball game. So I don't think anybody should be surprised that the officials are calling it pretty close.
So we have Three that have fouled out and 3 right now with 4. That's a lot of fouls. 22 fouls for the Bulldogs and 14 for the Bears. Rebounding, Rockies grabbed the edge in rebounding with 39, but yet the free throw line is what we have to look at. Bulldogs right now 13 of 21.
Yeah.
13 of 21. That's 70%. That's not very good.
Not very good. And Rocky really hasn't shot that many free throws. 9 of 9. Oh, no, that's...
Well, they shot 23 of 29.
Yeah.
79%. That's a big difference.
Rocky needs to stop, and then they can just kind of run out the clock a little bit. 90 seconds to go. Ooh.
Step back jumper from
Kyle Gruller.
And didn't fall. Gruller is having a game he wants to erase out of the memory banks. 88-84 right now, Rocky leading with 1:05 left to play, and they're doing just what you said. They're just kind of...
And Kane is certainly the one to stay up there, and if they have to foul, he hasn't fouled yet.
And Lee will put up the 3 and hit it.
And that one may close it up right there.
91-84 Rocky. And from behind, Nesbitt against Bethel, and that'll send Kevin Bethel to the free throw line.
Nesbitt's that's his first foul. He played a great game.
Well, Jalen Lee, I don't think in the stats he's the leading scorer for the Bears, but not three-point shooters. And another missed free throw by the Bulldogs. I think somebody just fouled out.
Jalen Stepney.
So that's 3 people that have fouled out for the Bulldogs. And to the free throw line is Spencer. .6'2" junior makes the first free throw. He's 76% free throw shooter, so he's no stranger at good free throw shooting. Misses the second one, though.
A high-scoring game.
Kevin Bethel lays it up and misses it, and another foul.
And that's going to be Ankney's 5th.
I think it's Gruller. I think it's Gruller. He had his hand in the air. Or maybe not.
Jacob Ankney gone.
That is 4 Bulldogs fouling out of the game.
Jacob leaves with 6 points.
McCoy makes the free throw. Missed the second one, though. Here come the Bulldogs. Billy Carlson with the 3. Carlson hits the 3. And I think Berkeley is going to be called for the foul this time.
Berkeley had a very quiet night as well and didn't score. Pretty well known for that long range, funny form three-pointer.
And Jesse Owens at the free throw line. Gets the first one. He's no stranger to making free throws, 88%. You think 88% is good, should be leading the team, but then you have that guy who's 94%. Yeah. Gets them both. 20 seconds left. 95-87. Kyle Gruler makes a three. And is there a timeout?
5 point.
I think a timeout.
You remember in 1989, we were at Rick's, and the men were getting wailed on. And Brian Henderson scored 11 points in 14 seconds to put it into overtime. And our women had won the first game, and the guys did get beat at the end. But Henderson just went on a scoring, rebounding, stealing. Why, that was a long time. And I do remember they left me. The bus left me. Coach Keltz sent me to get all the stats and stuff, and they had a problem with the copy or something. And by the time I was going down the stairs, I could see the bus leaving the parking lot and heading down the street. And the athletic director from Rick's picked me up, and he said, "I think they're going to Wendy's to eat." And I get there, and I told Coach Keltz, I said, "You left me." He said, "Well, you were late. You sent me to." Oh.
You remember that after all these years.
Well, yeah, I do, because my wife was on the bus and she left me too. All right, that's Billy Carlson's second.
I think that was a foul too. Not so sure about some of them. Can I say that?
Yeah. He is tough.
He's finally going to be a senior too. Seems like he's been on that Rocky roster for a long time. Gets them both. 97-90. 8 seconds left to play. Gruler stops, pops, and hits the three. And Gruler commits the foul, and McCoy will walk the length of the course. Already watching, getting ready for golf.
I think that's Kyle Gruler's first foul of the ballgame. .75% free throw shooter.
And that's short. That wasn't even close.
He's missed his last two.
Got the second one, though. Gruler quickly down court. Stop, pop. Here's another one. Nope, this one no in, and game is over. Final score, Rocky Mountain College 93, Montana Western, or Rocky 98, Montana Western 93. Rocky improves to 5-5 in the Frontier, 16-7 overall. Western falls to 4-6. And 12-11. We will be back here on Saturday afternoon versus Carroll College. The girls tip off at 2 o'clock and the men tip off at 4. We're going to wrap things up from the Stroud Gymnasium. Our score once again, Rocky Mountain College 98, Montana Western 93. We'll see you on Saturday on the Bulldog Sports Network.